Yes.
Yeah, as the former employee of the town, I would like to just say a few comments about the team that I worked with. I've been associated with some outstanding, really outstanding teams in my life. They were the best in the nation, and you guys are right up there with them. It's been an honor, it's been a privilege, and I salute.
All the members, I appreciate everyone being here. Mostly I want to thank my colleagues with the Purcellville Police Department, those I serve with currently, and also those who have moved on in the last 2 years for whatever reason. It's a testament, this recognition is really for them and the hard work that they do day in and day out. When I first moved here a few years ago, I questioned why Purcellville had a police department, to be perfectly frank with you.
The services that we're getting right now, specifically, we don't have coverage between 1 and 6 a.m. The turnover, we don't have a full force ever. So the services are no longer commensurate with the tax dollars it takes to fund this department. So therefore, I move that the town council direct staff to prepare an ordinance for council's consideration to rescind Chapter 42 of the Town Code, effective July 1, 2025.
Just don't call me.
Or tens of thousands of dollars.
Or tens of thousands of dollars. If you already got your motion made, you've already discussed this, stop wasting our time. Stop trying to fool anybody, because you're not fooling us, anybody. If you've already got your decision made and you're going to do what you're going to do, don't play us for fools, because we're not. We're not fools. Ain't a person up here or down there that doesn't know what's about to happen. So don't even consider, you just thinking we're idiots. We're not.
I want to hear about the top five.
That was a...
We want to hear about the top five applicants.
Top five, Mayor. Top five.
If I were going to vote right now today, I would want Mayor Frazier.
Oh my God.
And I would, because I've known him all these years.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you vote for Ben Neff for chief, too.
I didn't know he was running.
You said he was.
I'd like to make a motion.
This is not a standard process.
I move that the town council appoint Mr. Kwesi Frazier as permanent
Is
town
it
manager.
not normal?
Top five.
No!
No.
No!
I'll second that.
Person. 4 weeks ago, I stood up here and I announced the concerned citizens of Purcellville are launching a recall campaign to remove you, Mr. Mayor, and your majority council members, your campaign running mates. We based that decision on a variety of violations of your oaths of office. You've misused your office by firing Rick Bremseth for no cause, so you could give a quid pro quo favor to your campaign supporter, Kwesi Frazier. You've each neglected the duties of your office by allowing and supporting Vice Mayor and Council Member Ben Nett to commit various numerous conflicts of interest. He was placed on the Brady Giglio list and fired from the police department for that. Will you now misuse your office to find him a position on the town staff so that he can work your agenda from the inside, paid for by our taxes? On April 9th, excuse me, you crossed a very important line that's completely unacceptable to our community. Your ill-conceived and uncoordinated plan to abolish our very respected police department is going to place the safety of the community directly at risk, and it lit a firestorm of support to remove all four of you. So tonight, I come forward again to tell you that we needed 495 signatures to recall each of you four. I have here 1,088 signatures. Good talk, sir. Good talk. To recall Mayor Berteau. I've got 1,081 to recall Councilmember Luke.
Yes.
I've got 1,085 to recall Councilmember Khalil. And Bednet, wherever he is, congratulations, he's the winner, because I got 1,091 signatures to recall Councilmember and Vice Mayor Bednet. Purcellville, hold on folks, real quick. Purcellville, I got it written down. You can still sign tonight out front, or you can come to Main Street, sign tomorrow. And the Purcellville Police Department, we love you guys, we respect you guys. We're not going to let you guys get screwed without a fight.
Thank you. The next speaker is Sarah Morgan. Councilmember Khalil.
It's really hard to sit here week after, well, 2 weeks after 2 weeks, and just be constantly criticized. So when you say why don't you stand up, it's sort of like a guard with me. Like, I don't want to let my guard down because I feel like I have to. Let me talk. Let me talk. I will give you.
This is not public comment time.
You all need to know that while we were running, we never, ever, ever had a conversation about transitioning the police to the county. We never had a conversation about that. And it wasn't until Bednet suffered. Yes. It wasn't until some senior members of staff.
I'd like to read a quote here that I think makes a sound argument for why we should keep our beloved police department. Quote, "As other surrounding small towns without their own police departments have learned, LCSO does not have the manpower to dedicate deputies solely to one particular town." Unquote. I myself think that's a pretty convincing argument for keeping our PD. Any guesses where I got it? It was in the Vice Mayor's campaign literature 6 months ago. We're told this decision is about the money. We're told we are double taxed. This is a sophomoric and facile argument. We live in an incorporated town. We pay taxes for the services we receive from our town. If you don't want the town to charge taxes, then you don't want to live in a town. On the other hand, if by double tax you mean we're paying twice for the same service, you're even more wrong, because PPD and LCSO do not provide the same type of services or level of service to our town. My conclusion is this. It's abundantly clear that this is primarily a political decision. 4 members of this body ran on cutting wasteful spending and were sure they had the solutions to the town's financial woes. Now, deep into budget season, they've realized there's no wasteful spending to cut, something they should have realized a long time ago when they did their homework before running. They've now backed themselves into a corner and found no wasteful spending to cut so they can deliver on their primary campaign promise of cutting water rates. They're playing politics with public safety, and it's not right.
Once more, council member.
So let's play this out. Vice Mayor Nett cannot vote on this in any way, shape, or form. That leaves 6. You 3 and the 3 with common sense that are thinking this through. So what exactly do you think is going to come out of a meeting in a week that's not going to come out right now? So now, if you're playing a strategy that will just be deadlocked and that you won't get the blame for it, somebody else will get the blame for it, you're wrong. So we can right now, you all, excuse me, bad grammar, you 3 can stand up for once and do the right thing knowing that there is no other alternative, none whatsoever that you can pass, not a single one that you can pass. So your only option right now is to do the right thing for the citizens, do the right things for the town, and let's vote to keep our police force and get this off our agenda. And then you want to have a talk about budget big time, which you haven't done with us before, we'll be willing to sit down with you and have that talk. But if you're going to do this game where you think you're going to monopolize stuff, it's not going to happen.
I've heard your concern. And bite at the apple.
If I may. Mr. Town Manager, who accompanied you to the January 27th meeting with Mr. Jones?
January 27th. Where was that?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
Oh, yeah, that was Mr. Nat, Councilmember Nat.
Anyone else?
That question was already asked. Do you have a fresh question for us? It was
No.
January 22nd.
I'm getting somewhere if you'll allow me. Who all was in attendance
I
at
heard
that
the same
meeting,
date that
January
you did
27th?
in this meeting.
It was just myself, Mr. Jones, Councilmember.
But no one else besides those three individuals? Okay. Why did you invite the vice mayor to that meeting?
Because of his experience, and he is a police officer.
As town manager, you work for 7 members of council. So let me rephrase my question. Why would you ask one member of the town council to accompany you to meet with someone who potentially was going to be a bidder on an RFQ?
That's right, potentially a bit of RFQ. To answer your question, Councilmember Nat had a unique position of being an officer and also on town council. None of you have that. None of you have that credential, being a police officer and being on town council. So I thought he was going to add insight to that conversation. I'm stuck.
I need a second bite apple on this one.
This would be the third round for you.
No, it'll be the second. I passed my first one, came back to me and had questions, so this would be my second.
Let's make it quick. We're already 20 minutes into this one question.
So, hold on. 'Cause I do also want to get out of here at least now. So now I'm really concerned because my understanding of Vice Mayor Nett's history, he has not been a police officer that long. And one, being on the town council has no relevance whatsoever to sending out an RFP or getting a evaluation of your police department. So I'm more curious why the acting police chief was not the individual that was brought into that meeting instead of Vice Mayor Nett, who I'm pretty certain has a lot more history as a police officer than Vice Mayor Nett did. So can you explain to me why a council member would have that? Again, the council did not request this review. This review was done solely by you. So I'm not sure where having a council member meet with a potential consultant, a bidder, would have any play into that. So can you explain to me why, again, Mr. Nett was chosen and not somebody with more law enforcement history and somebody of a higher rank in the police department, i.e. the acting chief or her delegate at the time, was
Yeah.
not chosen?
Yeah, as I stated, Vice Mayor Nett had a unique position of being an officer and also a town council member.
I want to know
So-
why a town council member made it. What relevance does a town council member have to do with meeting with a potential consultant or contractor for the town? One, this body did not authorize that, did not ask for that. This was solely a town manager decision. So please explain to me why it is relevant that a town council member would have been included in this meeting.
Okay, I make it clear. There's a fine line between legislation and administration.
I don't need
I have the.
Just need to tell you
No,
why.
Please
but
allow
I'll
him
get
to
to the
answer the
answer.
question.
So from an administrative position, I had to make a determination if I was to do an assessment of the police department, right? I need perspective from town council and also perspective from policing, public safety. Vice Mayor Nett uniquely fit both of those. That's why he was selected versus someone not.
So why wasn't the rest of this council asked and given the ability to provide their input on that. If you were looking for somebody with some history as a town council member, I know of at least 4 individuals that have more history as a town council member than Mr. Nett. So again, why weren't at least those individuals been given the same opportunity for their input on that? If it was so important in your decision-making philosophy that a town council's opinion or view on it was so important to make this your decision.
Yeah, with all due respect, that does not change my answer. No other council member is a police officer.
I have 35 years in public safety. I can tell you a lot about police officers. I may have never been a police officer.
Well, you're not a police
but I've
officer.
dealt with police departments, and I can tell you a lot about public safety.
But you were never a police officer.
I've been a town council member longer.
So here's my next question. Did you not think, since you're hiring a third-party consultant to do an overall assessment, that bringing the vice mayor, who's also the police officer who's going to be interviewed on the overall assessment, might add an undue bias to the assessment in that situation? And also that conflict of dual roles that we've talked about obsessively. Did you not think about how that would be an undue bias on the consultant? Or did you do that on purpose? Like, I don't know.
I did not do it on purpose. And to answer your question, as I stated before, when I met with Mr. Jones, he was not an applicant for the bid. So it was all gathering information.
And let me add to that also that this matter came before the town council, was fully discussed and voted on by the town council.
Yeah.
He brought it to our attention what he was doing.
Yeah, and I believe that is within my right as a town manager, as the chief executive of this organization. I do not expect to be micromanaged. And this, no.
Well, let me, as one of your supervisors of the 7, I will tell you that was a very poor decision to include Mr. Nett at all in that process, whether that was an applicant or not. That was a very poor management decision. And I can tell you from years of experience, that is not done. And I'll go over to our staff that deal with RFPs or any form of that, and I'm pretty certain none of them would say that would have been a good decision to make.
Yeah, but again, this was all done before the bid process.
And it doesn't matter whether it was done before it.
Before I even decided.
You're not helping yourself. You're not helping yourself.
We've gone around twice on this
I would
already.
like to talk about.
Okay. Mayor, I have a motion.
Okay.
I move that the town council appoint Anthony Sabio as the interim town manager for the town of Purcellville, effective November 14th, at the same effective rate of pay as the incumbent in accordance with terms of a contract that will be prepared by the town attorney. This appointment stands until a further motion or resolution of the town council.
I second that.
Who is that? Ben Lawyer? Where did this come from? Was this person's residence?
Councilmember Rayner.
I would like to know, and for you to stay on the record, did you meet with this individual and interview them privately before this meeting? Each one of you, I'd like to that answered for the public.
You told us upstairs. Tell us out here.
The citizens deserve to know.
You told us upstairs. You answered the question upstairs. Answer it in front of the public.
When it's my turn to speak, I'll answer it. And when it's your turn to speak, you'll ask.
Well, it's my floor, and I'm asking each of one of you to answer it right now. Yes or no? Did you interview this individual before today?
Answer it by phone.
Speak to him
I'll
on the
answer
phone. Did you interview him? Yes or no? I want all four of you to answer that.
I will answer that question.
Don't be
when it
chicken,
comes
just
around.
answer
I'm asking
I
you,
will answer the question.
then answer it.
I'm using my time to ask you to say yes or no down the line.
Yes, I was presented with Mr. Sabio's resume, and I was curious to meet with him.
It's a yes
I
or-
met with him on one occasion in person, extensive telephone conversation again, and I guess another subsequent telephone conversation. And I find him to be highly capable of running this
Didn't
town.
ask that. I just said yes or no. Did you meet with him? Carol? Yes or no? Did you talk to him, meet with him, interview him? It's my time, and I'm asking a question.
You can just hire somebody off the street.
What you did was crazy.
I did
Okay.
have a conversation with him.
Yep. Mayor, did you, yes or no, interview him?
Yes, I did several times.
Vice Mayor?
Yes, I had a conversation with him after he's recommended by federal agents.
Excellent. Caleb Stout, did you meet with him or interview him or hear about before today?
Nope.
Kevin Wright, did you?
Knew nothing about him?
And Aaron Rayner, no, I did not. Okay, thank you.
Illegal. Every single one of you should be in jail.
Ridiculous. And all those.
Councilmember Wright.
So I just got the individual's resume a few minutes ago. And based on the criteria that Councilwoman Cleo, somebody that has familiarization and operational, I can tell you this individual has absolutely no, according to his resume, no municipal experience whatsoever. None. Yeah, I mean, obviously, somebody solicited this individual. Anybody want to speak up on who solicited this individual for the job? Because I can't imagine that he just showed up knocking on the front door here with the resume saying, I'm interested in the job. So if one of you'd like to speak up and say, hey, we solicited this individual for this position.
He was recommended to the vice mayor by federal agents.
Oh, okay, well, good, yeah.
That's what the vice mayor just said here in his comments.
You're out of order.
So the other issue is that he meets none of the qualifications for the position, none whatsoever. Not even as they were lowered to hire the current town manager, Quasi Frazier. He doesn't even meet those standards that you all voted to lower to get your political ally in that seat. It worked out real well for you guys. Not to mention, for the record again, you're unhappy because we're not moving forward on finding $800,000 of budget cuts to meet this year's budget, but we're going to add another $200,000 to the deficit of that budget because you just said you're going to pay this individual what the current town manager is making, who's sitting at home enjoying a hefty paycheck right now on the town's budget, and you're giving up another $200,000. I love the way y'all can laugh at the citizens' tax dollars and just no big deal. We'll spend it like it means nothing, because that's exactly what you're doing here. You're spending the tax dollars of every citizen out here. Huge, huge. And what makes it even better is when we offered during the budget process to give up our $80,000 in stipends, oh, that's just a drop in the bucket. That won't do a thing. I guess $200,000 is just a drop in the bucket too. It won't do anything either, will it? How you all can sit there straight-faced with them smiles on your face and say this is no big deal, that this isn't corrupt, that you are not doing this for political reasons, because followed up with this is the direction to have this individual hire Vice Mayor Nett back as a police officer.
Oh, don't even shake it.
That's right there. You put it on the agenda. You put it on the agenda to provide direction to the town manager to take action on that. Well, who's going to be the town manager?
Someone that recommends.
A buddy that Vice Mayor Nett brought here. and does not meet the minimum qualifications. I meet the qualifications better than this guy does, and I don't meet them. So again, this is corruption at the highest. The fact that you guys don't even care anymore. You're just putting it out in public like it means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know, the one thing that is missing in here would be, does he live in the town?
We're within 15 miles.
Oh, within 15 miles? Where does he live? Because that was a requirement. So does he meet that requirement? Where does he live? Not on his resume. I didn't have the chance to interview him, so I couldn't ask him that question. The four of you did, so please provide me, I don't need his address, I need to know where he lives, town-wise. You're asking me to vote on a guy without giving me the ability to interview him. So you guys interviewed him, so please tell me where he lives.
Collusion.
Woodbridge. He ran for Congress.
Woodbridge. Pretty sure it's Woodbridge.
Woodbridge.
He ran in the 8th.
Oh, the silence.
That's not 15 minutes from town. Not even on a good day. 15 minutes to Woodbridge?
It's in the contract.
Yes, you said the exact same contract. So you're gonna change? You're gonna change that too?
It's in Vienna.
Right there, he said, yep. So right there, that answers your question. This is a pay me for hire right here. This is a pay me for hire. Exactly. We're gonna change everything to ensure that we get our buddy in here that's gonna do us a favor. That's gonna do us a favor. Yep. That's corruption at its best, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know what?
Go back to Kentucky.
Karma.
I don't like you either.
Guys, you know what? If I was a bet man on karma, which I absolutely am, you guys are going to pay dearly at some point in your life. Some point in your life, you're going to pay for karma for all these corrupt actions.